The first business on our list has been serving original flavor since 2010. I'm here in the heart of Detroit at Joe's Coney Island, but this isn't your typical Coney stop. Here at Joe's, customers get a true taste of homemade fashion. What does it mean to you to just be a young entrepreneur in this day and age?
It means more to me than anything. It's more of a responsibility than anything. Everything I do, I try to think somebody is looking up to me, or somebody wants to be in the same position that I'm in, and I want to lead by example. So being a young guy from the neighborhood, it means a lot, because I never had nobody like myself to go and ask certain things, or somebody could take me up under their wing, because I've always been into fashion. I just never knew how to get into it.
How long have you been designing?
I've been officially designing on my own for the last 3 years. I was an understudy for Ty Haygood of District 81 for 7, almost 8 years. And I've been in retail for almost 14 years. And
what all do you have in the store? What is all here that you offer to your customers?
Well, here I like for people to come in and want to be unique, not be able to go to all these same old stores all over the malls and all over the place with the same old brands. Here's for the guy that likes to think differently and dress fashion forward. So we carry brands like Hawk and Dumar, Born Fly, Mitchell and Ness. Okay, and now these brands, are they based out of Detroit? Are they based, throughout the United States? They're based all throughout the United States. I travel all over just to find bits and pieces to bring back to the city, some things that people can enjoy who don't actually travel and venture out for those particular things. So, like I said, we like to be unique here. We don't like to follow the trend, we like to set it. And I hear you also donate, correct? Correct. Tell me more about that. Well, like I said, I grew up in the neighborhood, and I wasn't always privileged to do the things that I'm doing right now. Yeah. So I like to give back. Some of the things that I may not find of good use that's gingerly used, I like to donate to certain orphanages and things of that nature. I just want to give back. I just want to be, somebody my mom can be proud of. And for any upcoming designers, young people who may, idolize you as a young entrepreneur in the city, what would you say to them? Never give up. There's going to be a lot of people who don't believe in what you're doing, but you should believe in yourself first. Well, Joe, thank you so much for your time. I think it's amazing what you're doing for the city, and I wish you the very best in all your future endeavors. Thank you. I appreciate that. But before you leave, would you like to try some clothes? Definitely. Thank you. All right. At only 24 years old, this next young entrepreneur has an eye for high-class style with affordable accessories to fit every woman's taste. We are here at Zarkpas Purses and Accessories. This is Tracy Garley, the owner and founder. Now, Tracy, can you just tell us the story about Zarkpas Accessories?
Well, the story behind Zarkpas Accessories is in 2005, my grandmother passed, and we decided to keep her legacy going. So we came up, opened up her store, and my mother lost her job. So it was like, okay, you work the store while I'm in school. I'm going to help you back at state, because we have over 46,000 students. So while I was back at school, my mother was working here, and then we decided to have different purses, because we realize everybody's different. So that's why we have so many variety, from different sizes to different colors and different styles. And I'm very impressed with Zarkpas picking up, because a lot of people is getting to know who we are. I see. And how long has Zarkpas been a business? Well, we've been open since 2009, but we got in our boutique here since 2011. So it's something to see picking up and everybody knowing where we at, and it's something very inspiring to me. I see. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely commendable. And where exactly do you get all of your purses? Do you travel and bring them back here? Do you get them locally? Right now, we try to do both East Coast and West Coast. So we get purses from LA and New York, and sometimes Tennessee and Chicago. So we just try to shop everywhere, because we sometimes watch on TV like the reality shows and see how like Basketball Wife or Real Housewife. So we look at the purses or like jewelry. So we try to shop everywhere, because at different stages you might come. I might have a customer that's 60 years old, or a customer that's 30 or 25. Wow. So we shop at different places for everybody, for different styles.
Okay, and when people think about New York and LA style, you know, they think that that comes with a pretty high price tag. What are your price ranges like?
We start off from $25 to $85, so we might
Reasonable.
have a very reasonable, because some purses, if you have a lot of blanks in there, it's gonna be like 65 to 70. The plain purses might just run from 35 to 50 or 45. So it's a price range for everybody, no matter what. Like when you go to Macy's or Burlington, you have prices, so we try to be reasonable to our customers.
That's definitely good because, I mean, they look like they're really expensive, but to get them for such a reasonable price, I mean, it's just, you know, a win-win situation. And the theme for our show is young entrepreneurs. How does it feel being a young entrepreneur? You are the youngest on our list at 24 years old. Okay. How does that feel?
It feels really good, and I also want to tell people, like, it doesn't matter how old you are. Once you set your mind on something, make a goal, even it can be a long-term or a short-term goal. Be driven. Stay around positive people. Like when I first opened my boutique, I had school, so I wasn't fully devoted to my business because I had to do my work. So I was even motivated more to graduate so I could just take over, like, okay, no more schoolwork, no more classes.
Exactly.
It's just going back to Lansing, and I come here on the weekends. So being a young business owner is sometimes it's hard because they might think you don't know what you're talking about. Or like, oh, you're just a young girl. What do you know about running a shop by yourself? And after I graduated, it put more time in my effort. Like, okay, I'm gonna come here from 9 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night, Monday through Sunday, every day. So being a young business owner, I would tell other young business owners, you have to be motivated. You have to be willing to put in the work. You're not gonna get a result right then and there. It's gonna take time. Like it took me 3.5 years for my shop to get running, and now I'm seeing the result slowly but surely. So.
Okay, and in the future, where do you see your business going? Do you want to expand to more stores? Do you want to keep it here at this one store? Or?
I definitely would like to expand, probably just 3 or 2 stores, and I also want to go back to my homeland, Liberia. Like, I'm from Africa, so I also want to have young girls in West Africa, even around the world, let them know whatever you want, you can do it once you have that passion and that drive and you have your family. And like I said, my family has been a very supportive system to me. Did whatever I want. If I have a problem, I'll go to my mom or my dad, like, okay, I need help with this, something like that. So definitely I would say I see Zachary going somewhere big, and I also want to help around with the young girls, even the young youth in Detroit or just around the world, because as a young person, when somebody else see it, they be like, oh, okay, if she can do it, I can do it. So that positive drive, if you see somebody else do it, it makes you want to get on that right route.
Exactly. And how can you be reached?
The email is zarkaccessory@gmail.com. So it's ZARKPAS accessories, ACCESSORIES @gmail.com. And we also have our business website, is zakbyaccessories.com. And also we have an Instagram, is zakbyaccessory_.com. No. It's zakby_accessories. There you go. I always do that. And also the address for the store is 327 Inkster Road, Inkster, Michigan. So we are in Inkster, Michigan, right between Cherry Hill. So we can be reached at that too.